Hi guys, welcome back to Kirsty's Book Corner. I'm your host, Kirsty Mason, and today we're going to be continuing with my book, The Adventures of Connecticut, Connecticut's Journey to Grand Central Station. We are almost done this book. Today we are doing Chapter 9, and like I said before, it does get like a little bit scary and a little bit sad at the same time, but it does have a happy ending. So let's jump right in it. Okay, Chapter 9. Larry and Johnny Boy, the two thugs. Today was Saturday, the 10th of December, and it was shortly after noon. Connecticut was in Grand Central playing a game of bus stop with his friend Ava. Ava lived across the street from the station, and she came most Saturdays to visit Connecticut. Besides Kate, Ava was one of the first friends that he had met in New York. They both enjoyed hanging out with each other. Memories allowed Ava into their apartment, and oftentimes they built forts together in Connecticut's bedroom. He learned that Ava was the best fort maker he'd ever been friends with. After an afternoon of playing and fort building, they decided to go to Jordan's hockey game. Jordan plays for a New York team, but it's not the Rangers, Connecticut explained to Ava as they walked toward the arena. Sometimes my family does go to a Rangers game. My new dad loves hockey. They entered the arena and sat down. It was already the second period and the game was tied. It was exciting watching the teams battle against each other. Suddenly, Devin Mason, my brother's in the book, a forward on Jordan's team, got the puck and raced toward the net. He raised his stick to shoot. He scored. 5 minutes later, the buzzer sounded the start of the third period. There were a disappointment when the other team scored within the first 5 minutes on the ice. Both Ava and Connecticut were sitting on the edge of their seats. The game was tied again, and there were only 10 minutes left to play. Mason had the puck again and sped and down the ice toward the other team's net. He passed the puck to Hunter Court, who took a slap shot and scored. Everyone cheered, stood up and clapped. In the last minute of the game, one of Jordan's teammates, Luke Senko, scored again. They were happy that Jordan's team won by 2 goals. I wonder what Jordan is doing after the game, Connecticut said to Ava. I hope there's an after party at Johnny Spot's, or maybe we'll be invited back to someone's house. Unfortunately, there was no after party. Memories came in to pick them up, and they left the hockey arena together. Connecticut was surprised to see Memories, because the arena wasn't very far from the Grand Central, and they usually walk home by themselves. Follow me quickly, and do as I say, Memories said. As she brought them out to the street, a car was waiting for them, and they jumped in. Your father called me. There's a group of gang members who have been seen near the station, but I don't want you to worry about anything. I'm sure everything will be fine. I only wanted to take precautions and pick you up. Connecticut was very worried. He was sure something bad was about to happen. He could feel it in the pit of his stomach. After dropping Ava off at her apartment, they arrived at Grand Central. Memories whisked them safely inside. They did not notice the 2 thugs who were standing nearby talking. If they had heard them, they would have learned that they were plotting to kill Connecticut. If only Connecticut knew how careful he would have to be. For some unknown reason, these men wanted Connecticut. They wanted him so bad, they had decided they would have to kill him. They were the ones who had killed his parents when he was born. They really wanted to get Connecticut. These 2 thugs were brothers, Larry and John. Larry had curly hair and he always wore dark sunglasses. He was much shorter than John. They formed a plan to get into the station without being seen by the night guards. They snuck into Grand Central. They averted their eyes from the security guards, who always seemed to be watching them. Unfortunately, Connecticut hadn't noticed them as he walked through Grand Central, cheerily whistling, nor did he realize that Larry and John had been spying on him for quite some time. That evening, Connecticut tossed and turned in his bed. Something was bothering him, but he couldn't figure out what it was. Then it dawned on him. He had been seeing a short man wearing sunglasses earlier, and it seemed like he was watching him. He had a feeling it was one of the gang members who killed his parents, but he couldn't be sure. He hoped that the night guards would do a good job at keeping him safe. The following day, Larry and John knew that they were close to Connecticut. They could feel the warmth of his heart, and the happiness from his family. They didn't have families of their own. That's why they wanted to cause grief to the families who were happy with each other. They didn't like happy families at all. They planned to split the Reese family up to keep their happiness from coming to Connecticut. They intended to make sure he'd never smile again. Oh, how terrible. Larry and John saw Connecticut, but put his mop and pail inside a janitor's closet at the end of his shift. There were so many people blocking their view, they lost track of him and didn't know where he went. Guess we missed him, Johnny boy, Larry hissed. His brother secretly liked being called Johnny boy, and everyone in New York called him by that name. Larry nicknamed him Johnny boy when they were kids, and the name stuck with him through his adult years. Larry had a plan. He began to explain it to Johnny boy. First of all, let's get out of here. We can't hang around here all night. The security guards will catch us out. We'll wait until it's really dark. Then we'll pick the lock into the station. Why would you lock a station? It's probably open 24 hours. We can try to find our way. That makes me laugh. We can try to find out where Connecticut is staying inside. Besides, he might be working tomorrow after school. He's got to be in there somewhere. We didn't see him walk out the doors. Okay, Johnny boy replied, but we've been on the lookout. Later that evening, they began to pick the lock. They didn't realize that the security guards were watching their every move. After their third attempt, they gave up and decided to leave. We'll try again tomorrow, Johnny boy. There's always tomorrow. The next day, Connecticut didn't have to work, and after school he decided to go to Melvin's hockey game with Jordan and Christopher. They walked out of school and headed toward the arena. The boys did not notice Larry and Johnny boy sitting nearby the sidewalk on a piece of cardboard. Look, Johnny boy, shouted, there's Connecticut. Jordan had his hand on Connecticut's back, hoping to keep him safe on the way to the hockey arena. They didn't know they were being followed by Larry and Johnny boy. And that's the end of chapter 9. It's getting intense, I can tell. Oh, by the way, those names are actually like my brother's in it, and then his friends, Luke and Hunter. They actually played hockey with my brother, so that actually is true. And Ava did live across the street from us. I used to play with her a lot. So she's in it too. And in chapter 5, those are my real grandparents, Grandma Joyce and Papa Fred. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and I will hope to see you tomorrow for chapter 10. Bye guys. Dare to dream.